When you were in the Clinton County Jail, did you ever have occasion to be around Mr. Dinkins?
Yes.
Did he ever speak to the topic of Breasia Terrell?
Yes.
In what capacity?
He would speak that he would try to say that he didn't have any involvement and that he would always try to place blame on, I don't know who the individual, the female was, that he would always try to say that she was involved in sex trafficking and that supposedly he would basically try to put the blame off on her.
Okay. Now let me ask you this. Did he make any representations to you about the nature of his relationship of Breasia to himself?
He just said he was like a father to her.
Okay. At some point in time, did you have occasion to be in the day room when the television was playing and there was a news story that came on about Breasia?
Yes.
Okay. Was Mr. Dinkins within the vicinity of where you were located when that news story came on?
Yes, the news story came on and broadcasted that they were continually looking for her, and he would state that they're never going to find her.
Okay.
Mr. Dinkins said to me they would never find her.
We gathered our fishing equipment and headed down to the pond.
And what happened as you started to head down towards the pond?
Brendan noticed something off to the right-hand side. I don't remember exactly what he said. He saw something. I continued to walk down to the pond to start fishing, and that's when he said, you know, it was a body.
What did you observe when you got to that location?
Human remains. The first thing that I saw was a skull.
Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Paul Sikorsky, and I'm the police chief here in Davenport. And last Monday, the Davenport Police Department was contacted by the Clinton County Sheriff's Department in regarding to the discovery of human remains near 270th Avenue near DeWitt. An autopsy on the remains was conducted by the Division of Criminal Investigation, and we have received confirmation that the remains are those of Breasia Terrell.
Where was Breasia remains found?
So by way of this pointer, where the red dot is at this time, in the northeast corner of this area, you can see where there's a black automobile tire right here, and her body was found just a little to the east of this area here where the tire is.
Okay. And when her body was found, where was that tire located in relation to the skeletal remains?
It was directly, I wouldn't say without seeing the exact pictures, but very, very close to where her legs were. If you see like a little bit of a bare area just adjacent to this tire, that is where some of the clearing of the trees had to be done by us a few days prior to the day this photo was taken in order to recover her remains.
All right, just to reset our perspective, what date was her skeletal remains discovered?
March 22nd.
So in the back there, you can see the pond. And then the area where the remains are marked off with that yellow crime scene tape. And the embankment is on the right side of the screen, and the video is being taken from 270th Avenue. And that is facing north. This is just a different perspective, starting facing to the south and moving, that would be facing straight west and then moving towards the north more. And that is the embankment right there in the dirt. And it ends north.
And looking at this video, even though there is no plants that are blooming or no leaves on the trees, was the brush really, really dense?
Yes. So that is zooming in on the remains. You can see a white spot.
Is that where the skull of Breasia Terrell was located?
Yes. This is on the south side of, there's a circle drive there in the middle, which is, the south side is opposite of the remains. So again, the pond is in the back towards the west, and then the remains are about there.
Okay. Again, can we see the skull?
Yes.
Okay, what was she last wearing?
In the bed.
What she have on, some shorts?
What color?
I don't remember.
Okay, what's her hair look like?
She had
Brownish,
dreads. Long.
Dreads, yep.
Long.
Long and dreads hair?
Yep.
That you gave her.
The white shirt.
All white?
It's
White,
long.
all white t-shirt, yep.
I reported that, the remains were consistent with Breasia Terrell based on the age estimation and then the radiographic and photographic comparisons there, and that I had found evidence of a minimum of 3 gunshot wounds with 4 defects consistent with bullet impacts.
Tucked beside Highway 61, in a grove of trees, sits a small pond in a rural Clinton County neighborhood.
I will say that usually it's a pretty calm neighborhood, so any type of police presence is news in the country.
Last Tuesday, this neighborhood was anything but calm when investigators recovered the body of 10-year-old Breasia Terrell from that small pond down the street from Bridget Bowman's home.
Our neighborhood is just we're very tight-knit. It's just rare that something would take place like that we wouldn't just have a clue about, that she was there this whole time and we just didn't know it.
You mind if I give you a flyer by chance? I'm looking for my daughter.
It's a discovery that took 9 months of flyers and posters across the Quad Cities and coordinated police searches in this very area along Highway 61.
The whole community feels it, even if it's not one of your own, you can identify with that so deeply.
Now, the search is over and a community mourns.
We will continue to pray for them, and we will continue to think about her probably every day for the next months and years, just because it's just a tragedy.